Hello friends, Litronics here, and today we're gonna be playing Kharazim at the Black Herd's base. So let's have a quick look at our team compositions. It's gonna be Falstad, Raynor, Zagara, Zolost, Vikings, Kharazim, and Kharazim versus Nazeebo, Oriel, Ragnaros, Gul'dan, and Thrall. So, I've been playing Hero League, and I decided, you know what, I can play Kharazim. Let me support this Kharazim. And I just went for, I'm just gonna pick my inside. I've actually seen the Spirit Allies before, so I thought that, okay, so they might have changed the level 4 talents for Kharazim. And then at level 7 I would pick my Breath of Heaven, and then I hit level 7 and there was no Breath of Heaven to be had. So I kind of made a makeshift build, like on the spot. Luckily we actually managed to win that game. But it felt a little bit underwhelming, so let's just delve a little bit deeper into this Kharazim rework that I had no idea happened. By the way, we have Vikings, so we kind of will have a generally good time laning here, more or less. So I actually went for Transcendence, because the enemy team has, wow, really well played team, because the enemy team has 2 melee heroes. And Transcendence would allow me to kind of duel them a little bit better, like to have a chance of survival versus Thrall, versus Ragnaros. Transcendence really helps. I might have gone for Insight in order to counter the Gul'dan's AoE damage, like more consistent Breath of Heavens would definitely help, but I think it's more or less better. By the way, I use my quick ready and dash on the minions there just to get a little bit more distance on Nazeebo, so that I can start to stab him a little bit better, just stick to him a little bit better. But we should probably just leave Vikings alone now and start getting the coins all over the map. Basically, the way you want to play with Vikings on this map is you just want to roll around as 4 and just do all of the camps all over the place. Try to gank something and just let the Vikings soak forever. Seems like our team isn't really doing that. But I'm just gonna try to get as much coins as I can throughout the map here, and hopefully we can just overwhelm the enemy team with our consistent turn-ins, plus we would be able to get the experience from Vikings, so that doesn't even matter at all. I think I might go for the Earth ally here, because they do have lots of melee, lots of auto-attack based heroes. But at the same time, Ragnaros is half mage, so I don't feel like maybe... Actually, let's go Spirit Ally. Just a little bit more AoE healing, definitely gonna be helpful. So they have 9 coins, by the way. Enemy team does a much better job at getting coins, seems like. They still need kind of help here, so I'm gonna return to them and do some heals. Falstad should be... Oh, I actually ran out of mana. Wow. That's kind of the problem with Transcendence. You end up being super mana hungry as Kharazim. Group up, guys. Okay, I think I hit all 3 of them. I might have missed Falstad, actually. Okay, we should be... Oh my god, we need to like focus one target, because if we are splitting damage like that, all it really happens is that Oriel has a much better time healing, because she can just convert damage from Gul'dan into AoE heals for her entire team, rather than if we just focus one person, Oriel doesn't really stand a chance. Like she's basically an AoE healer for all intents and purposes. So I don't have really much mana, guys, so... Oh no! Damn it. No, he shouldn't have done that. Can we? Can I dash, please? Oh my god, I really don't have any mana. Okay, we got a kill. But we will die, we will like all die here. Wow. I ran out of mana, I shouldn't have engaged that. I had like 0 mana. Oh my god, that was awful. They should just stall. That was awful. We shouldn't have chased that. I should have actually went back and regen. Oh, okay, that was actually kind of rough. I'm at level 7. I think I'm gonna go for blinding speed, just to have a little bit more mobility, and then at level 16 I think we're gonna finish the build with the way of 100 fists. That way we can do lots of more or less like consistent damage with our radiant dashes rather than only hitting once. I actually don't remember, does this count as auto attacks? Yes, so okay, so Blizzard actually changes this down, because previously it was just a skill shot, it was like spell damage. But right now it's a volley of basic attacks, so it will trigger all of the basic attack bonuses, like all of the passive, all of the like basically all of the trait effects that you might have had. Oh my god, I'm so squishy. Like for some reason I have like after returning to Heroes, I have this stupid tendency to just run into skill shots, like especially Li Ming. I just eat her orbs all day. I don't know why. I really need to get my mechanics back, because that is kind of annoying. Let's give Raynor a little bit of speed boost. Can we actually finish this off? Oh, he might have killed himself. I mean, he tried to sustain himself. I think we just let them turn in. Like, somehow we're actually losing this. We really need to just group and roll around as a death ball, because we do have Vikings. Let's actually push this down too. Oh, Zagara, don't run away. That's like the weird part. If she didn't run away, we would have killed him. I'm gonna go for 7-sided. I don't think we need the Divine Palm here. They don't have tanks, but 7-sided strike isn't really all about tanking. As not like percentage damage isn't only for tanks. Basically, what I'm trying to say here. Can we actually escape this potentially? Okay. Raynor, don't do that. Oh my god, false dead. That was so lucky of him. I think he would have died there. I think damage from Nazeebo would be enough to kill him. It seems like we actually have a little bit of a trouble dealing with the enemy team though. Because they are also, like, they kind of group up and fight as 5 versus 4. Stop her. Suicide. Suicide. Please. Okay, good. We are on our way. Oh yes, he has the same. I actually think that Vikings shouldn't be picking that ultimate for versus Ragnaros, because Ragnaros can just heal off of them so easily with his Qs, and Vikings will die in the process. Because like the basic strategy for using play again as Vikings is you just resurrect and try to swarm somebody. Basically, you suicide 2 of your Vikings into somebody and do as much damage as you can. Then, for example, Eric just resurrects everybody with play again, and you suicide everybody once again. And that way you can almost, like, you are almost guaranteed to kill at least somebody. Okay, we got a kill. Let's get the coins. Okay, that was kinda worth it. Let's speed our allies up. Run, team.
Who's got the coin for me service?
No reason to chase that. No reason to chase that. For level 13, what do I want to do? Do they have stuns? I mean, they kind of have stuns with, I think Stroll went for Thundering, right? So they would probably want to like stun me and kill me, so Sixth Sense kind of makes sense. Yeah, oh, we just don't have enough damage. Oh my god, well played. Whoever killed that, I think it was Balog with the splash damage. Can Falstead? Yes, W. Perfectly played by Falstead, because his W activates immediately, whereas if he tried to actually use his auto attacks, they wouldn't have hit just in time. Actually, I think I'm gonna go for Fists of Fury, just for that extra sustained healing when we are face front engaging somebody. Once again, as I said, I went for Transcendence in order to be able to duel their melee assassins, and Fists of Fury helps with that. Also, it obviously helps with doing camps a little bit easier, because you get more healings off, you get a little bit more DPS, so that's definitely a good thing. I'm once again really low on mana, so I will go back right after this camp. Do we have enough mana for another Deadly Reach? Yeah, I think I'm gonna just activate it and go back. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick up the coins. Yeah, if you stand in the center of the camp and just go back, the coins will kind of spawn around you and you will pick them up. I think unless you have a very small hitbox, for example, I don't think, maybe sometimes I feel like Liming doesn't pick them up, like doesn't pick up the coins if you stand in the center, but most heroes will. Okay, let's engage this. We have our 7-sided strike. Oh no! I didn't pay attention to that at all. I had no idea they were killing Rainers there. I thought it was one of the Vikings, actually. I thought it was one of the Vikings. My bad. My bad, Rainer. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, with the Way of the 100 Fists now, you can actually proc your Transcendence a little bit better. So you can charge into the enemy, and with the Way of 100 Fists, you will basically heal your ally because you just hit somebody for 5 attacks, which is obviously... Run. Okay, we are distracting them, but I mean, Vikings are getting the XP value, so that's not too bad for us. I would much prefer also to have Zagara fighting with us. And by the way, the way you want to be using Way of 100 Fists, you don't want to just cast it and forget about Kharazim. You want to actually control his movement, so that he will stick to the target you cast the ability at. Otherwise, you will just hit twice, and Kharazim will just forget at all about what just happened. So you definitely want to be kind of following up. I don't know why Falstad went for that ultimate at all. Like, that feels so counterintuitive to me. Can we get some damage into Goldanzo? I think I'm gonna... Oh, well played by Ragnaros. Ragnaros actually tanked all of the damage from the Wave of 100 Fists there, which was very well done by him. I almost got caught in the zombie wall, and since I didn't have my Radiant Dash, if I got caught there, I would have probably died. Can we do damage? Yeah, it's really satisfying though now to heal with the Way of 100 Fists, because previously, as I said, it was just a spell damage skill shot. Well, not a skill shot, but it was just straight up spell damage. But now it actually can heal you, which is really awesome. And I actually think like Kharazim was in a very good spot. Like, he was a solid healer, but then like, what happened? I think Malfurion came out, like Malfurion rework came out, so Kharazim kind of fallen off a little bit, and Blizzard, instead of just tweaking his numbers and giving him just more healing or more damage or whatever, they decided to rework him, and that's a very like neat, like a very good approach in my opinion, because it allows people to like experiment with the hero, and it's not just like you play the same hero over and over again and his numbers change. And that's probably why I like Heroes of the Storm so much in the first place, is because Blizzard always kind of tends with care to their characters, to their games, so it's definitely a good thing. Because all of his talents are now basically based around the fact that he's punching people, and he is like that melee type monk healer, right? Which is so damn cool, we didn't pick up the coin, but I think that's okay. Man, I like that. I like that it's auto attacks. Although now it does mean that you can miss with it, right? If you are blinded, you probably won't hit, and if you hit into Illidan, who is evading, you will probably also miss with your Wave of 100 Fists. So previously you could use it like an ability in order to hurt people while your basic attacks are mitigated, and still do a ton of damage with spell shot, right? with the spell damage. But now it's definitely all about basic attacks. But that's kind of cool. That's kind of what Kharazim is all about, in fact. He is all about like avoiding basic attacks, doing basic attacks. Oh no, like that's, by the way, that's why you don't do that's why you don't do the thing. Okay, he died. We got the coins. Okay, I can try to dash around it. But we lost Falstad in the process. And yeah, he was basically locked into place. And that allowed the enemy team to just focus him and kill him. So that's kind of the reason why you don't necessarily go for... well, what's it? I forgot even what it's called. Hinterland Blast for the Hinterland Blast ultimate. Do I go for Transgression here? Their team really likes to block for each other's damage from Seven-Sided Strike. Like Ragnaros saved, I think, Oriel using it. So that was kind of beautiful. Can we actually outplay her? So we are blinded. Let's wait for it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Transgression. Like that way we can hurt people even more, which is obviously nice. This is, by the way, a very bad way to use your ultimate as Kharazim, as Seven-Sided Strike. I used it as an AoE, but the point is that it's not an AoE. This ultimate is actually like a single target assassination tool, because it does like 40% guaranteed damage. And at level, at level 20 it does around 70% guaranteed damage, so you always want to be using it on one person and just like kill them with the whole team. You just focus them down and kill them. But I used it as an AoE, so that was kind of my bad. But we did a ton of damage to everybody, kind of, and our team luckily was able to clean up, but that was definitely a mistake. You never really want to do this. By the way, you cannot dash to structures. For some reason I thought that maybe you could, but it kind of makes sense. You can only dash to units, basically. So yeah, Kharazim, I mean, he's a fun hero. Like, he is definitely a very different type of a healer. Because when you think of healer, you think about somebody like Uther, like Malfurion. You just stay back, maybe send out some skill shots, some spell damage, some roots or whatever, and you just heal up your allies, right? But as Kharazim, you literally jump into the fight and start punching people with your fists. So that's why he always had a special place in my, I don't know, a very special place in my heart as a support, because like he's just unique. He is very unique, and I like it. And now with the rework, it's just so much like. Blizzard just amplified that aspect of him, that he charges in, gets those fist attacks done, or he just radiant dashes to an ally and uses extra healing from level 16 after you charge to an ally. That type of stuff, which is awesome in my opinion. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.